One of the things that the scriptures tell us is that they are a revelation. They are a piece of information, this divine spiritual information that comes to you and gives you a little insight on what the future might be like based on what it says. One of the biggest, most almost scary, dangerous pieces of advice that is given in the scriptures, I would say it's the most important. It's the core message of all the scriptures, the spiritual scriptures of the world, the religious texts, is that God has a plan for the world and that your actions matter. But how could it be that if God doesn't interfere with the world, if we have free will, how can it possibly be that, like your evil actions of the past, of today, of the future, how will they have an effect on the future if God doesn't interfere and nobody can make you do anything? The way it works is that your own evil actions become your worst enemies. I was reading a verse and it said, your own hands, your own feet, your own head, your own mouth will testify against you on the day of judgment, which is going to come when God sees fit that you be punished. Now, I don't believe in some kind of glorious day where the world will be an end and everything's going to be all apocalyptic and stuff. I believe that judgment day is an ongoing thing. Here's how it's going to work. The big word that happens to be used in the scriptures is the word hypocrite. A hypocrite is somebody who does something to somebody else but doesn't want to be treated the same way in return. That's a hypocrite. And a hypocrite is like a fugitive, gets away with it for a little while until the day comes that his own actions, his own words, his own thoughts, his own deeds of the past expose themselves in front of him. See, every single thing that you've ever done, every single thing you've ever heard, every single thing that has ever happened in the entire world, it was recorded. It's the proof of it is even in your mind. You have memories. Events become energy, and those energies get stored in the so-called Akashic records, or in the mind of God, if you will, or in some kind of spiritual way gets stored that we can even channel these energies with our own minds. So the actions that you do today, the actions that you've done in the past, the actions that you will do in the future, they don't just end when they are over with. Remember, the big promise of the scriptures, of the religions, was that what goes around will come around. If you do evil, you will be punished. If you do good, you will be rewarded. This is in Judaism, this is in Islam, and this is in Christianity. Except it's worded in different ways. In Judaism, it's the righteous are rewarded with good things, but trouble pursues the sinner. In Islam, it is God will punish you based on what you've done and reward you for what you've done. And in Christianity, it is you reap what you sow. The actions that you've done, the thoughts, words, and deeds, they get stored as energy, and then one day when you feel like you are free from those actions, your own hands, your own lips, your own feet, they testify against you for what you have done in the past. When you need something to be a certain way, somehow spiritually, emotionally, your own heart, it will come back up. Those energies will come back up. Your own body, which you will try to refuse from it happening, your own body will testify you as a hypocrite. Now, this doesn't mean your actual hands will speak or your mouth will do something and speak for it, but surely energetically and spiritually what will have gone around will have come back around, and your very own evil will be exposed and written all over you. Therefore, it's always good to remember to always be a good person, to never do evil, to always be good. Unless you want to be somebody who is a fool and thinks that your actions are gone, but we know that everything is eternal with God. Every happening, this moment that I'm recording this video, this is going to be living on forever in some spiritual way. The hands of the hypocrites, their feet, their mouths, their minds, those faculties that make them who they are, their own souls, their own hearts, will betray that soul, and they will be exposed as hypocrites. And you can even channel memories in your own mind. Anyways, I'm done with this video. I just wanted to give everybody a little warning that yes, happenings are eternal, and God's promise, which is the message of the scriptures, is that what you do will be remembered and you will be accountable for those things. So an evil person can think that they get away with their actions, like, okay, they did something, it's like over, it's like gone. But it's like, no, those actions will be your very own worst enemy in the long run. Hypocrites. Your own evil actions, which you thought were your successful things, your own evil actions, which you thought were your pride, will turn against you. Anyways, that's all I got for the video. Peace out to everybody. I know this video sounded very kind of harsh. I didn't mean for it to sound that way.